Hello, spooky viewers. It's a week of ghosts, zombies, ghouls, and monsters of all— Hey! Who are you? I'm the rebrand, and you're in my spot. What are you talking about? Oh god! Oh shit! Please! No! Don't! Put the rocket launcher down, please! Just go now! Hello, spooky viewers. It's a week of ghosts, zombies, ghouls, and monsters of all shapes and sizes. This week, to celebrate the occasion of Halloween, I'll be talking about two matchups that fit the season. Today, I'll be starting us off with two iconic killers from two different franchises. The boogeyman himself, Michael Myers, versus the purple guy, William Afton, otherwise known as Springtrap. So grab your knives and put on your springlock suits, because we are gonna get spooky. Michael Myers was placed into an institution at the oh-so-young and innocent age of 6, all because he killed his big sister. I know, right? Not even like a big deal. 15 years later, Michael escaped and began wreaking havoc on his hometown on Halloween night. He primarily targeted Laurie Strode, who was able to survive his ruthless assault. For Michael Myers, I'll be using the most recent sequel timeline. These are the only movies I've ever actually watched, of course including the original. Michael Myers has impressive strength and stealth mastery. He can lift grown men off the ground and pin them to doors with a knife. He's strong enough to punch holes in wooden doors, heavily crack car windows just by slapping them, twist metal doors, kick down a police partition with minimal effort, and forcefully redirect a firefighter's saw with only some effort. His stealth is arguably supernatural, as he's able to practically disappear from view, even when you're actively keeping a visual lock on him. Michael Myers has a reputation for being hard to kill. He's been shot multiple times, rammed with cars, casually walked out of burning buildings with no visible injury, even after being at the fire's origin for a while. Michael's stamina should also be considered superhuman. He seemingly never tires while traveling long distances and performing physical feats that should be incredibly taxing on the human body. Michael also has pretty good levels of intelligence. He can come up with complicated escape plans, play dead when taken down to allow his targets to lower their defenses, and is very good at remaining hidden from law enforcement. Overall, Michael is impressive compared to any mere man, but would his inhuman abilities be enough to counter the likes of Springtrap? After William Afton, the co-founder of Fredbear's Family Diner, lost his son to a terrible accident on his own birthday, this set him on a path of darkness, murdering the daughter of his business partner and friend, and eventually continuing on to become a child serial killer in the hopes of discovering the secret of remnant and immortality. At a different location, titled Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, William murdered 5 children and stuffed their bodies into the animatronic mascot suits, where they would then remain unfound for some time. This led to the animatronics ultimately being possessed by the vengeful spirits of the children William had murdered. Years later, Afton returned to the pizzeria to finish what he had started. After dismantling the animatronics one by one, the vengeful souls were released and chased William to a back room, cornering him. In a last-ditch effort to make the souls feel small and powerless, he put on the same springlock suit he used while murdering the children oh so long ago. Unfortunately for him, the fragile springlocks were unintentionally set off, crushing him inside of the suit. Now, with his body impaled by animatronic parts, trapped inside of a costume for eternity, he possessed the costume in a similar way the children possessed theirs. In some twisted fashion, the monkey's paw clenched and he got what he wanted: immortality. Springtrap is very strong. His Spring Bonnie suit should be comparable to Fredbear, who was able to bite into the crying child's frontal lobe during the accidental bite of 83 I mentioned earlier. Springtrap himself claims he's going to tear the player apart in FNAF AR, though this could easily just be an exaggeration on his end.
Let's see how many times you can be pulled apart and put back together again.
As a human, he was able to quickly dismantle the original 4 animatronics, though his exact method of doing so is unknown. Now, this is a feat from the books, which are debatable when it comes to canon, but he lifted and choked Charlie as if she weighed nothing. Another book feat is him easily breaking the arm of a police officer. Springtrap has decent speed, able to quickly traverse vents and fling heavy objects and adults around at inhuman speeds. Springtrap can take blunt force, like a swing from a metal pipe, a gunshot. he survived Fazbear's fright burning to the ground, and overall, his immortality makes him very hard to kill. He has superhuman stamina. He's not exactly human anymore, and appears to be able to operate all throughout the night without tiring or slowing down his relentless pursuit. Afton is a genius when it comes to planning and robotics. He was able to evade the police for years. I personally don't think he's very good at making heat-of-the-moment decisions, though. For some reason, while being chased by the spirits of the kids he murdered, he thought it would be a good idea to get inside of the costume with fragile spring locks that can be set off by any sudden movements or moisture buildup. Not very smart. According to this voice line, he knew the FNAF 6 location was likely a trap.
What a deceptive calling. I knew it was a lie the moment I heard it, obviously. But it is intriguing nonetheless.
But he decided to enter it anyway. I believe this was simply his sheer curiosity taking hold and driving his actions. But anyway, it's time for a verdict. Honestly, when I was researching this fight, I was a little underwhelmed by both characters. I thought I would see some more impressive feats or statements, but both Micheal and Springtrap failed to really impress me. They both seem to just be peak human. Because of this, I think it's rather hard to declare a winner, and I think I'm gonna have to call this one a tie. Both characters seem relative in strength. Micheal is stealthier, he has an actual weapon, but I don't know how useful a kitchen knife would be against Springtrap. The only thing I can really say here is that Springtrap is likely more fragile. Micheal would probably be able to tear him apart with enough force, but at the same time, I think Springtrap would be strong enough to hold him off and maybe even take him down. Micheal is easier to outright kill with physical force than Springtrap is. It all depends on the setting of the fight and whether or not both characters are aware of each other's abilities beforehand. It's really just a 50-50 in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with all your family, friends, and pets, and especially don't forget to join the Discord, where you can debate, suggest video ideas, and hopefully join us for game and movie nights in the future. You'll find the link down in the comments section. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys this Friday for our next spooky Halloween showdown. Bye-bye.